First minute. Once again, they pick it up. That is Ngezi Platinum. This one is out for throw into Dimbare. As we see some of the fans in the stands here enjoying themselves. Ngezi Platinum by their colors. Here's a throw. The captain clears the danger. Zinyai finding his captain, who opts for his goalkeeper. Tafremutsa back to his captain, who is being harassed into action. Timbare with Magwaza turns into the middle of the park. Paga finds support. It's played back to Zinyai. Timbare beginning to have a feel of the ball now. As that one is played through. The tussle for possession. And is brought down. That will be a free kick. Free kick to Ngezi Platinum. That's Kumbram Chebuziwa, the assistant coach. As Ngezi Platinum once again fight for possession. Zinyai doesn't do a good job. This one picked up now once again by the Platinum Miners. And, late tackle, giving away a free kick. Makarati, the captain. That's a free kick in a very good-looking position, but it looks like one of the players has gone down. Looks like Obreo Chirinda, is it?
And of course, the referee is calling in Captain Makarati from Dynamos for some housekeeping issues. Needs to talk to him. And of course, that's good man management on the referee's part. You know, you don't want to see yellow cards or any card of that nature being flashed as early as this stage of the match. So yeah, good call by the referee there. Just give him a talking to and allow play to continue.
Yeah, indeed, Lawrence Mondi deserves a bit of praise because of the way that he has done in the first few minutes, giving the players the proper direction, telling them what he wants and what he doesn't want to see. Free kick coming now. Taken long, hits the bar and out of play. Wow! That would have been a spectacular effort. Brilliant.
That was a well-taken free kick from the left side on the part of Ngezi. That was never Tigere who flighted that ball. Yeah, a sweet left shot that grazed the upper part of the crossbar. And of course, Tafre Mutsa will heave a sigh of relief there.
Yes, indeed. He would have been embarrassed from that sort of distance, but what a strike by Neva Tigere. And this one is played all the way back to the goalkeeper. Chajga looking for Polite Moyo. Along the ground, but all the way to Makarati. Taking too long on the ball, but Jinya is the first to arrive. Plays it wide on the far side. Alec. Once again, and Ilunga can't fasten onto the pass. It's picked up by Ngezi Platinum. Good exchanges of passes as they go. Ngezi Platinum take it quickly. Into the middle of the once more. But finally picked up. A lovely layoff. Paga gets past his marker and is brought down to Dynamos. Emmanuel Paga. And quick thinking by the goal scorer. Polite Moyo clears the danger. And this one out of play for a throw-in to be taken by the Dynamos captain Makarati, but opts to leave it. And the music playing on the far side. Magwaza's throw taken by Polite Moyo. Tries to keep the ball in play, he succeeds. And that ball goes on the far side. Good skills being displayed by some of the Ngezi Platinum players. That was Madanaga. Chikwida. But poorly done. Alik will pick it up for Dimbare. This is Elunga. Alik has overlapped now, wins possession. Turns one way. The cross will come. Nobody home, and it's taken by the goalkeeper. Well, I was talking about Alec earlier on. He's quite a tricky customer, despite playing as a right back and a defender. You know, he does possess good skills. Yeah, here he is once again. Ngezi Platinum can pick it up and try to move away with Benura. Ball played wide on the far side. Jamboko plays it through. The cross will come. Nobody home for the Platinum Miners, and this one will roll out of play. That will be a goal kick.
Yeah, well, that was a sweet move by Ngezi Platinum. The way they exchange their passes and knitting through, finding their way through the Dynamos lines is quite impressive so far, Stanley. And of course, that cross was actually overcooked. It had so much power and pace that it didn't give a teammate an opportunity to just step it in. That was Marvin Gaki who had run into the box. He didn't have a connection. So Ngezi are showing their intent.
Yes, they're showing their intent, and they would like to make sure that they wrap this match up. Ngezi Platinum come up once again. Ball played through. Polite Moyo waiting for it. Returns it. Dangerous back pass, and finally played into touch. That will be a throw in. Quickly taken. Magwaza took it for his captain. And for some reason, Ansa Bochwe didn't want to chase it. Clearance at the last minute by Donald. These fans are also surprised that Dimbare can bring such a porous defense. Again, danger here for Dimbare, and the cross, it took a bit of time and finally cleared. Here they come once more. Dynamos, Vusangwenya playing a long ball, and in the end, Chajga all by himself will pick it up and plays it back to Ngezi Platinum. Talking about the Dynamos defense, I'm actually surprised that they are so porous today. They normally are very, very strong.
Yes, yeah, Dynamos historically have a good defensive record. It's only that it's a team that doesn't score as many goals. That's why they're lying 7th at the moment. But otherwise, it's surprising that Dynamos today so far are a bit shaky in defense. They are being.
And Chirinda goes down. The referee is not interested. Jinyai, and in the end, the fans are. Here they come once more. Ball played through Urikob. Turns one way, then the other, still in possession. Lays it through Ngwenya. Back to Urikob. Damis one way, then the other. Lays it backwards. Dimbare with Alec. Good turn away from his marker. Dimbare setting down well. In possession for a moment. Here is Magwaza. Plays into the middle of the park. Bochwe. Alik on the far side. Looks up to cross. Not a very good looking cross, and it bobbled. Very nearly hit his hand inside the box. That could have been disastrous. But finally played away. And Chirinda in a tussle with Paga, who falls under challenge and thought that he was going to get a free kick but didn't. But anyway, he did very well as a defender. Never gave up and played the ball into touch. Throw in to Ngezi Platinum.
Desperate times for Dynamos, and even the you could see that Chirinda was playing down on him, and he had no option but just to try and scramble the ball out for a throw into Ngezi Platinum.
Oh yes indeed, and Jimbare pick up possession. Magwaza taking some time to get rid of the shot. Good layout. Gwenya with a wayward pass. That one goes straight away out of play for a throw into.
No, I think the referee is calling for the ball. Probably going to be a drop ball to Dynamos, because in that instance, the Dynamos player was trying to curl the ball forward to thread a through pass, but of course the referee was in his way. So the referee has rightly called play back and give Dynamos a drop ball to restart the game.
Yes, indeed, and Makarati now opting for what looked like a difficult pass, but finally finds Zinyai. Donald Zinyai turns in field. Gets the return pass. Makarati. From Magwaza, who controls it, still back to his captain. In the end, the ball is handled, and that will be a free kick. Benura Takunda handing the ball in the end. Anta Bochwe. Zinyai. Nobody home. Chajga can keep the ball in play. In any case, they are leading by 1-0. Ngezi Platinum scoring through jersey number 14. That's Talent Chamboko. Urikop is all by himself in harassing the defenders and very nearly got that one. He didn't realize that. And in the end, it comes back to Ngezi Platinum. And some of the fans here cannot believe what they are seeing, shaking their heads. But that decision, spot on by the ref, was very close to the scene. And Frank Makarati, I don't know why he's so frustrated. These things do happen in football. And Chirinda, being such a forceful striker, is still going to harass him. So he's better off keeping his cool.
Yes, I mean, and you are 1-0 down in the captain, so you expect you will expect you to lead the team. Calm your team down, have time to recover and still make a goal out of this game. But so far it's Tom Makarati who's actually jittery and looking unsettled.
Yes, indeed, very unsettled because of the harassment that he's been getting from Chirinda. Chajga picks up possession from Ngezi Platinum. Long clearance from the goalkeeper. Picked up by Bochwe Ansa. Back to Magwaza, who opts for his goalkeeper. The long clearance from the goalkeeper to Paga, who's being harassed unfairly by Ngezi Platinum midfielder, and this will be quickly taken. Just checking on Ngwena there. Wasn't included in the first 11, but he is now playing. Bochwe, a bit slow on the ball. Bochwe playing in the crowded area in the middle of the park. You have to be very careful. Ngwena turns one way before playing it wide to the far side as Ngezi Platinum fasten on to possession. Matake Gareth. Ball played through. Chamboko chasing. And in the end, it's out for a throw-in. That was Talent Benura rather, and Jinyai wasting no time playing the ball into touch. And out of your picture there, Joe Lutasha. These fans enjoying themselves, still singing. They look local, no doubt they're supporting Ngezi Platinum.
Yes,
I'm not sure.
Them in blue.
Yes.
You associate Dynamos, the the blue half of the country. But the blue that we're seeing this afternoon is actually blue from Ngezi.
Yes,
and Dynamos are putting their white away strip this afternoon.
Yes, indeed. Bochwe is looking for Paga, who turns away from his marker. Chunga. Talent Chunga, who wasn't part of the festival, but finally made it. Ball play to the far side. This is Alk. Long early cross, not measured. It goes out of play. But goal kick. Orikov is full of running, but unfortunately no supply line. He needs a better supply in order to
They are long speculative balls which are not really any material that Urkop can work with, and they are not yielding anything out of that. So Dynamos would better advise maybe just to be calm, cool, collected, exchange passes and find your way into Nelson Chaja's box. But Dynamos seems to be just throwing those long desperate balls up front.
Yes, maybe that is what Joe Lupasha is trying to impress upon them. A free kick has just been awarded. Chinyai once again a bit lucky. Zimondi is in a good mood this afternoon. And the cross comes in, headed away by Makati. And the attempted shot is Chibida for Ngezi Platinum, leading here by 1-0. Good vision by the tall defender. And in the end, Timbare blocked the intended cross as the throw-in is quick taken. Dake on the far side. This one picked up in Madaki with a long pass made by Magwaza to the wrong player. Polite Moyo into the middle of the park and again poor control. Gwenya finally tries to clear. Jinyai does avoid the danger and answer Bochwe. Just make sure that the danger is averted. Jibare didn't profit much from that. Now Ngezi Platinum to restart the formula with their captain, Chiguida. Kudza headed away by Makarati. Bochwe anyway goes. Jibare losing possession in the middle of the park, especially Bochwe seems to be out of place. Ngezi Platinum full of running, good control, good vision, one-touch passes, and everything seems to be working well. Mukumba, marvelous. Guided Chiguida from Adake. Aga fighting for the ball. Goes down, referee says play on because he won. Aki, the goal scorer, guiding back to his goalkeeper, Nelson Chad. Again, Gwena in possession, but again easily taken away. Ball played through. Here is Paga inside the area. Zimondi fails that one, and these fans cannot believe it.
These fans would have given Dynamos a penalty, but of course not according
they
to the
are not
referee.
in charge. Gaki turning one way, then the other. Ngezi Platinum. Jittery. Now they've got takes it away. Paga plays it through. Machunga. Tungwenya. Magwaza looking for Donald Jinyai. Line guides it backwards for answer Bochwe. Playing it through in longer stick. Nobody home. Only the figure of Chajga. He can take as much time as he wants with it. He has the ball with his it's in play. If there's no challenge, he will continue to stand around and take as much time as possible. But the token challenges come from Urikop. In the end, now it's played through Makarati for Magwaza. Magwaza goalkeeper. Tafremus effort looking for Urikop. And Alec for Urikop. Good control. Always it for another effort. Paga. What good marking from Polite Moyo. Wonderful, wonderful stuff indeed.
That was,
and these fans are loving.
Yeah, so far the game has been brought to time intervention by Islamic Moyo for Ngezi. Otherwise, we've been in trouble for Nelson Chaga.
There's Ngwenya, but Bochwe finds his captain, takes it back to his captain, Makarati. As possible on it from the keeper, who is not left-footed. Surely.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if he knew that.
Oh, surely it's there.
It's a goal! Wonderfully taken, it is there!
Kasulaga Premiership is back on ZBC TV. Catch the thrilling action live on ZBC TV.
A wonderful goal! Played high! And it's there! Cape United find the second goal. What a comeback!
Ini ndinoitwa Murambadoro Delight, ndinodzidza kuKriste Mambo Rusape. Uchi unoraura uchatapira. Waye vanosvika dzamira nemhuru musazoore moyo. Wana mushambari chakwata musazoshatisa chiso segudura dya chiwiro-wiro. Nekuti akusi kuravira kwerurimi asi kuravira kwenzeve. Chauya china uturu, chauya chinozvirwa dundundu. Icho chinozvishevedza nezita rekuti bumbiro remutemo weZimbabwe. Uchiri kurangarira here misodzi paiti mokoto pasina anoinzwa. Chokwadi vasorojena vakariwa pakati kusatenda uroyi. Uchiri kurangarira here hope dzebudiriro padzekutandanisa usiku neusiku. Shungu yedzidzo ndeyemhanzo yokushaisa mufaro. Hongu kuroorwa uchiita dhokotera ndizvo zvawaida. Kugariswa paguru remurume ane mhanzi inenge mutsirende nemadzvinyu ndisa chishuwo chako. Chokwadi mwana asingachemi anofira mberi. Ini bumbiro remutemo weZimbabwe ndakaona kusuwa kwako. Ndokusaka ndakanyora tsamba kuparamende yeZimbabwe ndichizivisa nezvokushungudzika kumwanasikana. Ndainge ndaona kuti nhamo yemwanasikana inge tasiya chikwepo chinoti uku chakarumwa uku chinota. Vanasikana vane chitsama wainge waneswa moto. Vamwewo ndivo vainge waitwa dasva watasva bhiza repahofisi. Vazhinji ndivo vainge ona mwanasikana sechisikwa chisingakodzeri kuva panyika. Uye kodzero dzavo dzisatariswa nevazhinji. Mumabasa munhukadzi aisafanira kuita basa rine chiremerera. Hongu hurumende yeZimbabwe yakabatanidza misoro pamwe chete ndokuita muonera pamwe chuma chemuzukuru nokuzoona kuti zvokwadi yakayora nezamu mukamwa nyika ichiparara. Aiwa ndisandadzika midzi rege nditore mukana uno wokutenda mukoma wangu waRobert Gabriel Mugabe nebasa guru rawakabata. Moyo wangu idhambu rinopachukira nemufaro mukuru kwazvo nekuti paramende yeZimbabwe yakaona zvakakodzera kuti ini bumbiro remutemo weZimbabwe ndigovere vana vevhu chikamu chandinacho icho chinotorera muchiga chema50 icho chinoti kuenzaniswa kwemikana pakati pevanhurume nevanhukadzi. Kuenzaniswa kwemikana iyi kunosanganisira mumabasa, muzvidzidzo nemunharaunda yatinogara. Hongu kare zveomesa mate mukanwa kuona munhukadzi achityira vanhu. Ko maigoziveko chokwadi kudza mwana kupedzisira. mabasa mazhinji mashongedzwa nemarokwe nekuti vanhukadzi vazhinji venga vagarira matarenda avo nezvidavado zvavo zvakasiyana-siyana zvinoyevedza. Chikamu ichi chinozoenderawo mberi zvekare chichipukunura kukosha kwekodzero dzevanhukadzi. Kodzero idzi dzinosanganisira mukana wekuchema-chema uye mukana wekunzwika kana uchinge wachema. Hongu hurumende yeZimbabwe yakaona kuti nyaya iyi yakanga yakura mutu, ndokusaka yakawedzera tsvigiri kuicho chiga che10 chinoti kodzero dzevanhukadzi. Chiga che10 chinoti munhukadzi wese anofanira kupiwa kodzero dzake mumatanho ese atinosangana nawo muupenyu. Zviga zviri izvi zvaratidza kubetsera kukuru nekuti maparamende meZimbabwe mashongedzwa nevanhukadzi vari kubatsira mukuumba nekumusimudzira nyika yedu yeZimbabwe. Kurodza kuiwana vati kunwa mukaka pamhino kwaderera chitarisa mumakore apfuura. Aiwa, ini nevashakabvu varira rusunungure Zimbabwe ndinoti hoyo kuhamba mukaka rorume bumbiro remutemo weZimbabwe rakapurwa mugore ra2013. Kune vai vachadzvinyirira kodzero dzevanhukadzi hatisi kudzora tsvimbo nekuti gudo rabata kumeso. Kune vai vacharodza vana vachikunwa mukaka pamunhu chokwadi rinochireva toresaimba kuseka kunyama ichigona mwana chandagwinyira shavi rebenzi zvikubvarira muzitorongo. Iko zvino munhukadzi nemunhurume zvangofanana nekuti hurumende yeZimbabwe iri kukurudzira kubatsana kwakafanana pakati pevanhukadzi nevanhurume. Makaita patsika remberi ngapatsikere shure nebumbiro remutemo weZimbabwe. Zvokwadi munorarama upenyu hwakapfawa segonye, upenyu hwamasindi ngomambira nehosho, upenyu hwekunudza musoro munyika.
This game in a very professional manner. Mistakes do happen, but in most cases I think he was vindicated, he was right. Yes, Polite Moyo throwing the ball when his teammate wasn't even watching, and it's guided backwards to the Dynamos goalkeeper Tafremutsa. Prince, and now, and it comes to Magwaza, who plays the ball into the sender. Ngwena, it's been all over the place, taken away neatly by Ngezi Platinum, guiding it backwards to Madake, into the middle. This is Mukumba, back to Madake. The little terrier on the left-hand side for Ngezi Platinum. Makarati being impeded once again by Chirinda. He's going to have a long afternoon battling Auprio Chirinda. Such a strong lad, and you have to be at your best to subdue him. Ilunga picks up possession. Ngwenya, with plenty of options, guides it back to his goalkeeper. Here's Magwaza. Ngwenya again to the goalkeeper. The Fremuts are still taking time, but the delivery not the best. Alik is fighting for possession, but it's taken away from him. Danger here now, but Zinyai has got a touch, and he's finally guided back to the goalkeeper, who picks it up from the edge of the box and can dribble to the center of the box. Makarati can clear. Ngwenya flicks it on. And the drums is still beating in the stands.
These are the scenes that you enjoy when it comes to a soccer stadium. You know, people enjoying themselves, people taking time to find the drums, taking time to compose the songs, and taking time to come and perform the songs. Of the yeah, there from the terraces.
Yes, indeed, trying to create a carnival atmosphere. Estafremutsa throws, looking for Magwaza, who clips it across field. Good there by Oriko. Paga was heading in the wrong direction, but keeps the ball in play. Good running there. Ngwenya. Back to Paga, who beats his marker. Guided back to Jinyai. Flicks it over. Chigueda in attendance. Out of play for throw in. Dimbare, nil. Ngezi Platinum 1. That goal scored in the very first minute, and Alec is hacked down, so the referee agrees and says it's a free kick. Now he's taken. This is Chunga. The return pass back to the defender. Dimbare. They love playing the ball around among their defenders. Magwaza. Like to get the rebound. Here comes Chunga. Another good interception from the middle of the park. Ball played on the far side. Danger here for Dimbare. Can they avert this danger? Again, but Ngezi Platinum slow down. Park is involved and they guide it back to Madake. The middle of the comfortable on the ball. He's getting better in the middle of the park like a veteran. Bochwe loses possession with a slight reprieve. And then Bochwe with a lucky touch. Danger once again coming in for Dimbare here. This is Benura. Turns in field. Finds Gaki. That was Madake rather. And this one played backwards well. They are in the lead. And this one all the way to the corner flag and the goalkeeper. The chance once again is there.
The second goal for Ngezi Platinum to take his goal. By Obre Chirinda, which was parried back into play by goalkeeper Pristafure Musa. Giving the goal for the
yeah. Yes, we are having a pride. At the was blocked by Dynamos defense, failed to clear. Madake now.
The Gwai Shangani Dam has long been anticipated as a beacon of hope for the region's development. Once completed, the dam project is expected to stimulate economic growth and attract investments to the Matabeleland region. The availability of water resources will create opportunities for the establishment of new industries, particularly in sectors such as tourism, manufacturing, and agribusiness. In May 2024, the government injected $5 million towards the construction of Kunji Dam and Lake Gwai Shangani, so that the construction works are completed this year. The government, through the Zimbabwe National Water Authority, ZINWA, is targeting to construct 15 high-impact dams in line with the Second Republic's vision to transform Zimbabwe into an upper-middle-income economy by 2030. Most of these will be to expand irrigation significantly as the government continues to bring more farmers into the climate-proofed irrigation sectors. Along the way, from the dam, engineering surveyor Emmanuel Kamuka says irrigable land has already been identified.
On those booster pump stations, there are going to be some off-takes of pipes, potable raw water, to already identified irrigable lands, the fertile lands that we've already identified and surveyed. So there is going to be a green belt that is going to be created along the pipeline. And also along the dam basin, both to the left side and the right bank of the dam basin, we've already identified fertile land that can be used or be turned into some green belts through irrigation. So the dam sits on 3 districts, which is Binga, Lupane and Wange. So all those people who live in those districts are going to be the first beneficiaries of the irrigation schemes or the green belts that have been identified along or on the sides of the dam basin.
The project highlights the government's investment in strategic water bodies around the country. It is envisaged that the construction of new water bodies will help support the switch from rain-fed agriculture through the provision of water for both irrigation and fisheries. Munyaradzi Majasi, an employee of the International Water Engineers, IWE, joined the firm during the construction of Tokwe Mukosi and Tuli Manyange. He is now part of those working on construction of Gwai Shangani. He adds that locals from Wange are currently employed on the project.
Takataka kudzika mshini uyu tikapedza tikatanga kushandisa tikaemploya vanhu vakawanda chaizvo pano vemu area especially vemuno munharaunda muno vewange ava vari kuratidza kuti vari kubatsirika zvokuti semaonero andinoita nenzara iriko yakakonzerwa neEl Nino vane kubatsirika kwakanaka because handisi kuona kutambudzika kwavari kuita vari kwanisa kubatsana apo neapo vachidi vachikwanisawo kurarama.
The project is being aggressively pursued by the Second Republic using treasury resources after successive governments failed to implement it since 1912 until President Emerson Mnangagwa came into power in 2017. Already, a Lake Gwai Shangani master plan is being developed, and once implemented, it is expected to trigger rural industrialization while also supporting tourism, agriculture, and power generation. At least 200 hectares of land have been set aside as the government works towards creating a green belt along the Gwai Shangani Bulawayo pipeline. A rig controller, Tembalami Ngube, says he got hurt, went home for rehabilitation, and came back to work. His major motivation is seeing the project coming to fruition.
Kuti lapha eGwai Shangani lokho ngikontinue nginjalo kwathi ngo2022 ngabuya ngayephuka isandla umunwe ngihamba ngayihlala ekhaya for 2 months ngaphenduka futhi emsebenzini wami ngephula iriga ngaphenduka futhi emsebenzini wami ngakontinue lokho nginjalo lokho ngisiya phambili ngomsebenzi wami lokho ngisiya phambili ngama project lokho ngisafuna futhi more umsebenzi ukuthi idamu leli ngale yaqhubekela lisiya phambili sibongela wonke umuntu olisupportayo leli damu leli.
27-year-old Tinevimbo Musingarimi, assistant resident engineer, says Gwai Shangani is the 5th dam to be constructed using roller compacted concrete technology in Zimbabwe.
This is the first dam in Zimbabwe to be constructed using the roller compacted concrete technology, and it is going to be the 3rd largest inland dam in Zimbabwe after Tokwe Mukosi and Lake Mutariki, which are located in Masvingo.
Makuru amuri kuita baba Mnangagwa migwagwa muri kutigadzira, madhamu emvura muchitivakira, maindastri anga akavharwa akavhurwa, nhandare dzendege makativandudzirazve. Tinopa kutenga, tinoda kutenga, tinopa kutenga vana vezimbabwe, tinoda kutenga, tinopa kutenga, tinokutendai baba Mnangagwa. Mari yedu muno yakanga yareruka, ndimi maita kuti itenge zvine mwero. Motokari dzakanga dzisisina mafuta, nezvekudya muzvitoro makanga musina. Tinopa kutenga, tinoda kutenga, tinopa kutenga vana vezimbabwe, tinoda kutenga, tinopa kutenga, tinokutendai baba Mnangagwa. Tinokutenda namabasa makuru amuri kuita baba Mnangagwa. Migwagwa muri kutigadzira, madhamu emvura muchitivakira, maindastri anga akavharwa akavhurwa, nhandare dzendege makativandudzirazve.
EFC 118 promises to be one of the most scintillating cards in recent memory, with two standout matchups that will rocket fight fans' anticipation through the roof. Fresh off his incredible run at the Ultimate Fighter in the UFC, Rody Roots returns to the Hex to battle for the interim featherweight belt against former contender and deadly kickboxing specialist Ayanda Zwane. Whilst the thrilling co-main event witnesses the return of former champion and fan favorite, the one and only Martin the Punisher Van Staden,
Martin the Punisher Van Staden,
who takes on fellow veteran and feared grappling demon, Hanru the Bully Boda. EFC 118, Thursday the 10th of October, Johannesburg, South Africa. Broadcast and ticket details at efcworldwide.com.
Polokwane's outstanding wrestler and current Ultimate Fighter star Rody Roots has always been relied upon by fight fans for his thrilling first-round finishes, and he continued to oblige at EFC 83 with a stunning back attack of Serge Kassander, from which he sank in the deepest of rear naked chokes to take the tap. But his very next bout displayed his all-round MMA skill set with a finish with the fists over the impressive August Kaimbala last year. Now he'll be hoping for another swift victory over Ayanda Zwane as they contest the interim featherweight belt at EFC 118.
Rody Roots versus Serge Kassander.
14 years younger is Rody Roots, just 21 years old with that kind of talent. It's just a 1-inch height advantage going to the DRC gentleman Serge Kassander. And he's also enjoying a 5-inch, almost a 5-inch reach advantage, does Serge Kassander. We've said before it's going to be a battle of the grapplers, and I certainly hope that's what we're going to see. But don't forget, both lads with cracking knockout power. Let's get this lightweight belt underway now and send it up to Cyrus Fies.
And now, 3 rounds in the EFC lightweight division. Introducing first the fighter on my right, fighting out of the red corner. He is a mixed martial artist with a record of 4 wins, only 3 defeats. Standing 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing in at 153 pounds. He fights out of Middelburg, South Africa. Surge the last number, Kasanda. And now his opponent, standing across the hexagon, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a wrestler with a record of 5 wins and 1 defeat. Standing 5 foot 7 inches tall, weighing in at 154 pounds. Fighting out of Phuket, Thailand by way of South Africa, Relentless Rudy Roots. Your referee when the action begins, Bobby Karagianidis.
Lovely Alex welcoming in the first round of this lightweight bout. Of course, she's one of the RDG Hexagon girls. Rex Stiffen Gearbox has 7 branches countrywide, so you can find your nearest RDG branch at rdg.co.za. Now open right here in Pretoria at the N4 Gateway Industrial Park. I actually went to the N4 Gateway Industrial Park about a few weeks ago.
You?
It's a cracking place, yeah.
Wow, good story.
You never know what you can pick up there.
Save that story for another great time. That was really good. There he is, Rudy Roots. Fresh out of Thailand, taking on that man, Surge Kasanda.
You know, any other promotion right now in any other card, this will be a main card fight. The fact it's on the prelims just shows the depth of talent we have in the roster of the EFC now, I've got to be honest with you. 2 cracking fighters.
Round 1 brought to you by Dragon Energy Drink there in the multicolor. That is Rudy Roots in the black, Surge Kasanda.
So yeah, so Rudy really wanted to fight, which is why he's taking this this bout at lightweight, even though he should be feather. But as you alluded to, Cyrus, he's coming up against another fighter with a big right-hand KO power, just like he faced in his last fight in Pierre Vorta. Patient closing a distance by Rudy Roots, backing up Kasanda. Kasanda happy in the pocket, though. Oh, it's a good right by Rudy to settle the takedown.
Oh, there it is.
Beautiful entry. Wonderful right hand and straight to the level change. Within the blink of an eyelid, and Kasanda had no idea where he was going.
Whoop, there it is.
Superb.
Classic 96.
Superb speed and technique by Roots.
Fantastic work there by Rudy Roots as he jumps on the back.
Oh,
Kasanda may be in some big trouble
trying
here.
to transition around.
Trying to use raw strength, and sometimes technique will win over that raw power.
Just a lovely scramble, wasn't it? Thought about taking the back. Kasanda was going to turn around and take control himself. Roots really immediately realized within the scramble what was happening and went into full mount. Beautiful, natural instinct. Kasanda's holding on to the torso as best as he can. Trying to stay away from damage, but Roots is getting a few pity patties through. And push down on the head and create
too many pity patties. Look at it, flattening him out right there. Look how heavy he is on top. Rudy, this is where he really flourishes. Surge Kasanda, though, just using power to try to stall him out. But he may have to do more. I think Rudy's got a little bit more to offer here. He's going to be able to posture up.
Yeah, but he's going to lose his balance if he postures up too much by framing up on his left leg. Oh, some nasty elbows coming in there.
Yeah, no, there's going to be a cut for sure.
Still good control by Roots.
Slicing
doing well.
elbows. No blood yet, and the Relentless One is living up to his moniker.
He's giving up his back is Kasanda. Referee Bobby Karagianidis is warning him. I'm not sure if there's any back of the head shots. I thought it was all pretty clean. It looks like he's got the rear naked in. He's got it locked in. It's underneath the chin.
That is
all over.
Surge is not getting out of this one.
He almost can. He's got the body lock in. Got the triangle.
He's gonna have to try to peel that left arm.
Kasanda desperately trying for the wrist control. It looks like it's sunk a little deeper in.
It looks like it's the last moment for the last number. Oh, and look at my goodness.
Beautiful technique by Rudy Roots. With that transverse rear naked. Beautiful technique. Wow.
That was beautiful.
That's a unique one.
I don't know that I've ever seen it done like that.
No. That's beautiful. Just got more leverage. Was able to like sprawl out the back and just kind of pull that leverage down on top of the neck.
I mean, it's probably going to take a while for us to get our decision because they got to figure out how to do that. I mean, I don't know that that's necessarily still a rear naked choke. That has to be something else.
Beautiful.
Excuse my ignorance here, folks, but I don't know exactly what we're going to call that. I guess just by choke.
You're looking at
beautiful.
The wrestling coach from Phuket top team. I mean, when he said he's relentless 2.0, he wasn't kidding. That was absolutely superb. And again, we've seen it early in these prelims. When you're in the scramble, it's such an instinct about taking control when you're on your back and you're moving, and you just got to find out what comes out in the wash. Beautiful.
Serious respect for that man, Rudy Roots. That was a beautiful victory, systematic, nasty, vicious victory for relentless Rudy Roots.
What a way from coming off a real devastating loss to come back in that style.
Restonic bringing you the action replay. Walk us through it, son.
So he always took his back, but then Cassandra was moving around and trying to get away in transition. But then this is where Rudy Roots just sprawled out and he got extra leverage underneath the chin. I mean, it was already locked in, but it was such a smart move, and really it's difficult when it's locked in like that to get any kind of defense. All the strength and the weight of your torso coming down on the windpipe. When it's locked in that way, there was really nowhere for Cassandra to go. He had a decent chance. He was fighting for the wrists when it was a classic rear naked, but reversing like that was absolutely superb move, and something that we've never ever seen in the AFC in almost 10 years in the promotion's history. That's the wrestling, that's the grappling, that's the legacy that we've seen from Rudy Roots. Cracking show from Relentless. Let's send it up now to my colleague in the Hex, it's Cyrus Fees.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Kurgianides calls a stop to the contest at 2 minutes 51 seconds of round 1. Your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke, Relentless Rudy Roots.
Following a lengthy and heroic battle against illness, Polokwane's Rudy Roots is determined to show the world he's back to fighting fitness better than before. A phenomenal grappler moulded in the image of his father, renowned wrestling coach Jan Roots, Relentless tore up the EFC featherweight division with a series of spectacular finishes, including the submission of future champion Sindile Manangela and a lightning-quick tap from Serge Cassandra. Now, after a 3-year absence, but still at the tender age of 26, Roots is back to retread a path up the rankings and straight into the title conversation. But standing across from him in the Hex is the man they call the Barista, who has been brewing a whole lot of trouble for some of the best featherweights in the business. Kayambala has an incredible highlight reel with some superb wins over King, Umnikati, Richards and Cole Henning. But getting his hand raised with stunning knockouts of Nerek Simoes and Brian Surrett has endeared him to legions of fight fans who now expect a jaw-dropping performance every time he enters the hexagon, and now his clash with an opponent like Relentless will be just that. It's Rudy Roots versus August Kayambala.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape here. Both men 26 years old, similar in height. The big-time reach advantage, well, that goes to the Barista, August Kayambala. We'll see if it pays dividends tonight. With that being said, let's get a big co-main event introduction here from Khotso Bilal Ramopo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-main event of the evening. 3 rounds in the EFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer with 6 wins and 3 losses. He stands at 5'8", weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Pretoria, South Africa, welcome, August, the Barista Kayambala! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist with 6 wins and 1 loss. He stands at 5'9", weighing in at 144 pounds. Fighting out of Johannesburg, South Africa, welcome, the Relentless Rudy Roots! Your referee for this bout, referee Bobby Kurgianides.
And here we go. Let's get it cracking. Rudy Roots.
We're coming through from the first half analysis. Let's go for the second half as we cross back to Stanley Katande to give us the second half of this exciting encounter, rescheduled in the international break.
Thank you, Valentine. Welcome back to Baobab Stadium for the second half. Dynamos versus Ngezi Platinum. It's actually Ngezi Platinum, the home team, taking on Dimbare. And Ngezi Platinum leading here by 2 goals to 0. Wonderful goals that were scored by Benura and Chamboko. Well taken goals. And Dynamos, in their bid to try and get their way back, they ended up skying their efforts. So yes, we're ready again for the second 45. The first 45 belonged to Ngezi Platinum. Can they add more? Or will Dynamos be able to find the goals and find parity? That's the question here. Your guess, of course, is as good as mine. We wait for events to unfold. Dynamos will kick us off through Urikop. Urikop spots the ball in the center, an indication that he's going to take it. But of course, changes here for Dynamos. In comes Ziocha for number 20. The confirmations will, of course, come. And I can see out of the picture, that's Donald Mudadi is coming in for Ngwenya. 2 substitutions in midfield. And I'm sure Joel Lupata and Mablanyo Loichigove saw things exactly the way I did. Making changes in the middle of the park. The supply line to Sydney, Urikop, Eli Lunga, and Paga was non-existent. Here's a long clearance from Chiunga. This one goes out of play. Throw in to be taken by Alec into the center. Here's Bochwe, Ansa Bochwe. Picking up the captain, Makarati. It's a bit too hard, finally controlled. And then Ziocha to Mudadi. We had to go out last time out, and ball controlled well as Dimbare tried to go through. This time around, Paga plays it to Alec. Freddie Alec with a cross. Good header away out of danger by Madake. And immediately Paga has gone down, looking injured. Madake, such a tricky customer. Well, Paga is up and about, and the throw can be taken. Alec finally finds a Chiunga. This is Donald Zinyai. Ansa Bochwe. Lots of loose possession from Ansa Bochwe. Oh, that was a good idea. But I think it was a bit too far from goal, but that's being invented, very creative.
Yeah, he was trying to lay it on for Obre Chirinda. But of course, one thing that we also note there is Dynamos were found thin in that situation. They were exposed. It's only that Ngezi were not efficient. They would have punished Dynamos in that case.
Paga has been a victim of some fouls this afternoon as Mudadi quickly plays that ball to the far side. Magwaza picks it up now. It's Dimbare going through. Uriko beaten on the ground. It's Ngezi Platinum coming through with Gaki. And finally, offside against Ngezi Platinum Benura, the scorer of the second goal, as we see the far side assistant referee's flag being up. Donald Chinyai. Bochwe. To Tafremutsa. Finds Bochwe again. Urikop shielding the ball. This is Mudadi. And Bochwe has no option but to guide it backwards to his goalkeeper. Tafremutsa. Beaten twice in the first 45 minutes. As Jinyai Looks for support. He guides it back to his goalkeeper. Clears it away first time. Taken down neatly. Mudadi looking for Paga. No support in the center. Urikob is fast arriving. Chests it down well. Bit too far. The idea was right, but Ngezi was alive to it. This is Gaki. As Moyo plays this one all the way to the goalkeeper, Tafremutsa. As Dynamos restart the formula with Magwaza. Paga moving away from his marker. Took too long to release it. Platinum all over him. And the shot comes in! Wonderful save by the goalkeeper. Chajga. The Dynamos were threatening. Chirinda. Yes, Lloyd Chigove looking very closely to it. But now there's been a change in the way this game is going, and Urikob is brought down.
So far, we are seeing a resurgent Dynamos. We're coming out of the halftime pep talk, showing some intent, and we saw that first time that they are threatening Nelson Chaja goal. That was a well-taken shot, which was actually on target by Gaka, but of course Nelson Chaja was equal to the task and saving Alex attempted goal, which then means it still remains Ngezi 2 and Dynamos 0. But so far, Dynamos are knocking.
Yes, indeed, Dynamos trying to knock at the door. Joe Lupata and company still expecting something here. It's Lupata who is pacing up and down by the touchline. There's been a change, of course, in the way that they are playing. 2 changes in midfield, and the midfield has come alive. Mudadi and Suocha. The free kick to be taken. Freddy Alik is behind it. The referee is still sorting out the Ngezi Platinum wall. It's taken in, and that one goes out of play. He was trying to find his way into the near post, but Chajga is a seasoned campaigner. You have to do something special. Freddy Alik, the man who had his shot saved by the goalkeeper. An impressive save indeed from the goalkeeper, Nelson Chajga. His Dynamos are beginning to press the accelerator, but these fans not particularly interested. They think that Ngezi Platinum will have the last laugh. Oh yes, the young and old are here to enjoy themselves, yes. And finally, Tafremutsa collects this one. Comes up with a long throw. Ball played through. Ziocha to Paga. Thought for a moment that he was offside, but Paga has been giving Ngezi Platinum a few anxious moments. Mudadi as well came in with a bit of trickery. And, in the end, Dibare pick up possession. Here they come now. There's support on the far side here. Mudadi wanted somebody in a better position. Alec Freddy lays it through, but stopped by Madake. Gareth Chirinda, first time pass, trying to release his compatriot. Chested down, this is Chamboko. Back to Madake. Chirinda is offside. And that will be a free kick to Dimbare. 2-0. Ngezi Platinum in the lead. Goals from Chamboko and Benura.
Those are the Dynamos fans coming up with all kinds of strategies and theories and formation that they hope can save their team from defeat this afternoon.
Yes, indeed, as Mudadi passes on the pass. Yes, Bochwe falls under challenge. Referee is not interested. Ball is picked up now. Good turn by Chamboko. And Ngwena continues to impress, and Ngezi Platinum player He's lying injured. And the ref is calling on, this is Chirinda injured. And he offers a hand of apology. And it's good to show contrition when you get things wrong, otherwise the ref will give you a yellow card there.
Yes, yeah, good sportsmanship, you know, when you are found on the wrong end of the action. It's also gentlemen and sportsmanlike to offer your apologies and show remorse, yeah, and then of course allow the player to be attended to.
He's very lucky because that looked very deliberate. Referee Zimondi, I'm sure he's asking the medics if they can ferry the player out. As you can see him now helping Obreo Chirinda to his feet. A score of 2 goals last weekend here against the Rentals. And Chirinda has been a thorn in the flesh to the Dynamos defense this afternoon with his clever runs and his pressing. Madake now ready to dispatch the kick. Takes it through. Right down. In the end, Alec thinks that he has one possession, but no. It's Ben Nura's ball. Free kick to be taken there by Ngezi Platinum, as we see Tafre Mutsa making sure the wall is in the right position with the preordained positions. Some of the Dynamos fans looking very muted indeed. The situation is not looking good for them. 2-0 here at the Baobab Stadium in a league encounter. What I would call a dress rehearsal of the Chibugu Trophy final to be played at the end of the month. And here comes the free kick straight at the goalkeeper. Tafre Mutsa had a long view of this one. Alec to Bochwe. For me, Bochwe is looking a bit lethargic. That's another loose pass. That's been the case all afternoon.
Yes, yeah, Dynamos have been failing.
I think they made too many changes. You know, you would expect to find the likes of Nyawa in that position, but Bochwe managed to, was lucky to get that starting berth, and he seems to be failing to take full advantage. But Paga, of course, and even Urikop, they're working very hard to try and push Ngezi Platinum against the wall. Here is Angwena, a youngster that came from Cranbourne Bullets, born in 2006. That makes him about 18 years, which is good to see that we have got youngsters coming up through the system. And I immediately think of Kingsley Mleremba of Caps United.
Yes.
And then you also have Brendan Rendo rather, of Chikanian, and the shot comes in from Paga. This one goes away. The idea was right, but the accuracy was missing, Joe.
Yeah, that's a fair attempt from Paga, who has actually been Dynamos' most promising player this afternoon. So he had every right to attempt a goal in that instance. But of course, the execution was not that good. But good idea. Well, it's a fair try. You never know. The next time you'll get it right. But it is some promise for Dynamos.
Yes, you try again. As Chajga prepares to dispatch this one, asking his captain Chiguida to move upfield before the ball is played into enemy zone. Jinyai has got a touch, and in the end it drops in the center. Chiunga plays it wide on the far side. Good vision on his part, but Polite Moyo is watching. Donald Mudadi past his marker. Mudadi stopped, and I think the ref says that he was being harassed unfairly. There's definitely a difference in the way Dynamos are playing themselves with the presence of Ziocha and Mudadi. It's a different team now. Here's Chiunga to Magwaza. Magwaza back to Chiunga. And again, they lose possession. Sliding tackle. Makarati being penalized. And these fans here looking a bit muted. Clearly you can tell who they are supporting. There isn't any noise in this right hand side of ours as we sit right in the middle of the two sets of supporters. Ngezi Platinum and Dynamos. This one played all the way to the goalkeeper, who for a moment looked like he was going to be wrong-footed by the bounce, but luckily Tafre Mutsa was watching. Orikop, Paga turns away from his marker. Mudadi, Alec backwards to Zinyai. Clips it forward, taken away by Madake. Clears the danger. And Makarati finds his goalkeeper, who throws on the far side to find Magwaza. Kept in play. Here is Ansa Bochwe. Looking for Paga Emmanuel. Couldn't control in this, taken away by Ngwena, the 18-year-old who is impressing us this afternoon. Chinyai, making sure the danger is averted. Mudadi, beginning to win very important possession. Bochwe again giving the ball away. Here's Magwaza. Good dummy. Ball kept in play on the far side. Chunga. Paga receives it. It's going forward, Paga. To Alec. Tries to bring in an early cross. And this one goes away for a corner. Is it a handball, I think?
Yeah, I think a handball has been awarded against the Ngezi defender.
Yes.
Yes.
It's even more dangerous because he's closer. And the referee is asking the Ngezi defender to move back. Stipulated 10 yards. And the charge got bellowing. Instructions to his defenders. It's Madake. Alec with a cross. This one goes over the bar from Makarati. But I must say there's a bit of venom in Dynamo's way of playing in the second 45. And the question is, will they get the goal that will probably see them to find an equalizer?
Yes, yeah, Dynamo so far have come in with more intent. They've actually produced more goal-mouth action than Ngezi Platinum. So there must be some talking to that the coaches at Dynamos did at halftime. Loichi Goa and Dubai, who gave Dynamo some talking to. But at the moment, it still remains 2-0, but Dynamos are more threatened. There we saw Captain Makarati failing to connect a beautiful cross that came in from the right-hand side, and he couldn't get a goal out of it.
Yes, indeed, and finally, Jimbare managed to clear, but tightly monitored. This is Madake picking up possession away from Paga. Again, another challenge by Alec Budadi. And Alec, that was Chiunga. In the end, it's a throw-in to Ngezi Platinum, who are still leading here by 2-0. And the music still plays in the stands. Madake, Paga, it's picked up on the near side here. Good run by Donald Mudadi. Mudadi turns in field, monitored there. Yes, Paga. Mudadi now keeps the ball in play. And it comes to Paga, who's fighting and fighting. Donald Mudadi. Answer Bochwe, and they guide the ball backwards to the captain, Frank Makarati. Bochwe, seen a lot of possession. This one is a useful pass. Magwaza tries to bring in a cross, nobody home, and it's finally taken away. Gwena had a touch, and Chamboko guiding it backwards for Light Moyo. Gwena. Moyo Polite playing the ball forward, and Bochwe finally picks up the ball. It's Magwaza to Urikop, who's been very quiet in the second half. Urikop, he gets the return pass. Urikop trying to find his way, brings in a useful cross and nobody supporting him. Ilunga has been completely out of the picture. He makes the second player from Dynamos. He hasn't really been imposing himself as a Chikwida comes through. Good touch there. And the Makarati to Bochwe. He's virtually unaware of the fact that and this one goes over the bar.
Some fans were actually up on their feet anticipating a goal. But of course the ball was flighted over the bar. Yeah, well, beautiful move, but not as efficient and effective from the Ngezi Platinum players. They were finding each other, but they were not exchanging very neat passes to effectively punish Dynamos in that case. It would have been curtains for Dynamos.
Yes, indeed, it would have been curtains, courtesy of Ansa Bochwe. I don't know what Lloyd Chikove and Joe Lupatha are seeing, but from my vantage point here, it looks like their midfielder, the anchorman, is giving away possession with shocking regularity. That one kept in play on the far side, and referee gives a throw in on the far side to say Timbare should take the throw. Makarati now prepares to move forward, lays it for Jinyai, sells a good dummy, clips it through, and finally Madake clears the danger. And the three players warming up, and including the captain, number 23, Kada Amin. He's such a useful player. Stimbare moving forward, nobody inside the area. Paga controls it, and he was preparing to take a shot and finally cleared away by Madake. And now Chirinda, I thought for a moment they'd kept the ball in play, but the ref says no, it's a throw-in. It's taken quickly. And it comes now to Jinyai. Dynamos taking turns in giving away possession, but Bochwe has won it for them. Picked up once again, Donald Mudadi. Alec flicks it through, a lovely ball played through. Mudadi full of running. There's a chance now for Urikop, slips at the crucial moment. I cannot believe it. Even those in the stands, they can't believe it. He was expecting it, but for some reason lost his footing at the crucial moment. But that was a delicious cross by Mudadi.
It was a delicious cross by Mudadi on the right channel. But of course, Urikop lost his footing, and in the process, they spawned that chance. It would have been interesting had he found a connection with that ball, controlling it. It would have caused more problems for Ngezi.
Yes, it would have caused more problems for Ngezi, who are also warming up some players on the bench, three of them, like we showed you earlier. The captain, Kadamin, is a part of the contingent of three. Now Madake spotting the ball very carefully before playing it downfield in a 2-0 lead for Ngezi Platinum here at the Baobab Stadium. It's a league match between Dynamos and Ngezi Platinum. Looks like now finally Madeira will be asked to come and join the fray. And out of your picture, Ngezi Platinum is lying injured. There's some of the fans had to climb up into trees to watch this encounter, in which Ngezi Platinum are leading by 2-0. Now it looks like the goal scorer, Chamboko, and these ladies love their football. I'm sure they've already prepared their meals for tonight. Yeah, because the match will end around 5 o'clock. They'll still be watching the encounter. I would love to see them, you know, how they react when a goal is scored. But like I said earlier, these are old school, and I'm sure they would go with the team that was there when they were young. That is Dimbare. Jolupatha and company still to make a change, and Chamboko ferried to the edge of the pitch, and substitution. Chamboko goes off, and in comes the captain. Chamboko, that's the man who scored the goal with the header.
Ironically, he left the pitch on a stretcher and now he's working his way to the bench. Having been taken off in place of the usual captain, Kadri Amini.
Yes, Kadri Amin comes on, and another substitution. In comes just number 31, that is Moses Demera for Obriel Chirinda, who has worked himself to a standstill in the first 45, and in this second half, Demera, he joins the fray. And now Ngezi Platinum, it looks like they are pushing their youngster, just number 20, Benura, to play as the lead striker alongside Demera. Chiguida with a clearance. It's taken away by Bochwe. Picked in the middle of the park. Good run into the area. And the Chachga has got time to do one or two juggles before catching the ball with his hands.
Well, this is that kind of ball that are not going to help
Dynamos. The youngster nearly lost it, but finally recovers. And the guy did backwards. That was Ngwena. Nearly spoiled his day with that slip. Makarati has virtually handed the initiative here. The goalkeeper missed it. If you ask me, Joe, I'm one of the people who hate back passes like nobody's business, especially when my favorite team, Liverpool, are playing. When Zimbabwe is playing, I just don't like back passes.
Yes, and if you are to make a back pass, make sure it's firm and it's directed. As in that case, Dynamos have actually exposed themselves with a stray back pass, which Ngezi, of course, failed to capitalize on. Had that ball been crossed back into the center penalty spot for someone to tap in, it would have been problems for Dynamos. But Dynamos survived in that instance. But back passes, of course, you have to make sure.
Yes, you're quite right. You can't say it anymore. And Ngezi Platinum fastening onto possession. This time around, Tibare will pick it up with Freddy Alec. Here's the return pass, Alec. But Gake wins it. Madake has got a touch. Finally taken away by Bochwe. And it comes back to Benura. Bounces awkwardly. And the goalkeeper takes it away. And some of players, Dynamos, have made substitutions. Urikov is on the bench now.
And Dynamos technical team wondering what they can do to get it right in this game. Because Stanley, coming into this match, the two teams had met 13 times, and Dynamos had only beaten Ngezi 3 times since 2016. So since 2016, Dynamos have only beaten Ngezi Platinum 3 times, and Ngezi had beaten them 5 times, and the other 5 matches had ended in a draw. But so far, as we speak right now, including this game, they have met 14 times, and Ngezi have won 6 and lost only 3 against Dynamos.
Yes, indeed. As this one is another stray pass. Makarati to Chinyai. Chunga. This time around, ball played through. Makarati the first to arrive. And the chance now for the 4th one! Oh dear.
How did he miss that? How on earth, on a field of play in Ngezi Baobab Stadium, how did he miss that?
That's unbelievable. Demera, given the opportunity, and he skies his efforts.
He would have introduced himself in style in this game. You're coming in as a substitute, your team is leading 2-0, come in and bury Dynamos by securing a 3rd goal for your team. But unfortunately, he blazed his effort over the bar, spurning another chance for Ngezi.
Yes, indeed. As Magwaza will play the ball through. Paga tightly monitored, but rather unfairly, according to the referee. And this will be a free kick, as Paga is now writhing in pain. Dynamos have made changes. I can see Elton Chikona is on for Urikop. And I think Joe Lupasha and Lloyd Chigowe will have to ask their captain to step up his game here. He's playing a casual game, that's Makarati. Giving away possession unnecessarily alongside Ansa Bochwe. This is Mudadi, taken away from him. Ngezi Platinum with an impressive display of pressing football. Here they come once again. Gake. This is Madake. And another throw. Taken quickly there by the captain. Turns away from his marker. Surely he should get a yellow card for that.
Surely that's taken from a wrestling ring. He actually hugged him and choked him and stopped the Ngezi attack there. But otherwise, surely that should attract some talking to, at least from the referee, more than just awarding a free kick to Ngezi.
Yes, indeed. That was deliberate. Clearly deliberate.
Yes.
And the fans are in full voice here. Away to our left in the VIP stand. And Tafre Mutsa continues to move his three-man wall so that they are in the correct position before this kick can be taken. Yes, it looks like it's celebration time for Ngezi Platinum, leading here by 2-0. Can they make it 3? Never Tigere. The goalkeeper nearly lost it.
That's the second time Never Tigere has tried to go straight on goal and he hasn't produced anything. So you want to expect a player to try some variation, try a different option, possibly cross the ball into the far post and allow a teammate to head it in or tap it in somehow. But Tigere there, Never Tigere, wasting a second free kick from a similar promising position from Ngezi. He would have done better.
Yes, he should have done better, but I understand, look, they believe in him to take free kicks from that sort of distance. Like he did, he hit the bar in the first 45. Paga is beaten in the air. Mudadi has taken it and this one goes away. That will be a goal kick to Ngezi Platinum.
Probably sums up the day for Dynamos.
Yes.
You know, where almost everything doesn't go your way. Everything seems to be going in your opponent's favor. And now we see Dynamos players actually turning to the ball boys. So desperate times for Dynamos, and Ngezi would of course want to hold on to this lead and make sure they secure the 3 points.
Yes, it looks like they can as Jinyai fights for possession. Chiunga takes it away. Ansa Boshwe to Magwaza. Magwaza has lost possession again. Inside the area, a chance here. Demera, and this one is taken away by Dimbare. Ah, yes. These fans cannot believe it.
Look at that mistake from Dynamos. Yeah.
I mean,
is that a team that is looking for a goal?
In my view, why would you keep someone like Ansa Bochwe, given the way that he is playing? I mean, it doesn't speak well of the bench.
Yeah.
It doesn't speak well of the bench.
It raises more questions than answers.
Yeah. You need to show that, look, you are watching this game here technically, and you are picking out the issues.
Yes. And you are trailing 2-0. Yeah. You just need a goal. And that kind of play, definitely giving away possession unnecessarily, doesn't do well to your cause.
There's a chance now for them once again to Alec. He's been the only threatening player for Timbare, I must say, all afternoon. And Paga.
And Paga as well.
Yes. Paga lacking support now. Jinyai. He turns away there, that is Makarati. To Magwaza. Another dummy from Ziocha. Magwaza will pick it up. Chikwida has got a touch, but Magwaza keeps the ball. Well, he picks it up for a throw-in, quickly taken. Inside the area by Chikwida, away. Mudadi couldn't control. Yes, Kadramin. taken away there by Mudadi. Took too long on the ball, and in the end,
I think the referee is protected Donald Mudadi in that instance. He had won the ball fairly and rightly so, but he could not retain possession. And then, of course, he gets the benefit out from the referee and gets a free kick. And with the process, we see the referee awarding, giving a
that's a yellow card,
card, yes, probably for dissent, because he was disagreeing with the referee to say we won the ball, we recovered the ball fairly, and of course there are disagreement there with the referee. And of course, we see it still remains Ngezi 2, Dynamos 0.
Yes, indeed, and that's the scoreline. But of course, for Kadramine, a seasoned campaigner, he should have known that, look, you don't argue with the referee, you never win that contest, as Dynamo is prepared to make a substitution. Outcomes are 17 at long last. Honestly, it would be interesting if I had a chance to interview him, after the match, to say what exactly were you thinking. To let somebody who was giving every loose ball. Mandinyenya set to come on, and Chiunga comes off like for like in the middle of the park. Let's see how this pans out, and you can see what they've done now. Alik has moved into the defensive midfield position, replacing Chiunga, who is now taking his place on the substitute bench. Still 2-0, and Makarati dispatching this free kick. Dynamos have got 4 players in the box. How will they play this one? Played inside the area, and this one goes out. And it's a goal kick.
There's always going to be a problem, Stanley. When you are fighting a high ball with your teammate with his back against the goal, how do you expect him to deal with that? It can only be a flick, it can only be a chest and then invite support. But more chances than ever, those are difficult balls for a striker to deal with.
Yes, very difficult to deal with. And especially when you play such a ball, when you've got Chikwida as your opponent.
Yes,
he's a tall fellow.
Yes.
And a polite boy as well. Another tall figure. So you don't stand a chance of winning it. Ngezi Platinum quickly playing it. Demera fastens onto possession, lays it backwards. And finally played through. And Chikwida beaten for pace. Sliding tackle, that's brilliantly done by the Ngezi Platinum defenders.
And the fans are loving every minute of that.
They have to. Elton Chikona had managed to beat his marker. And finally, Timbare pick up possession. They're knocking the ball around in the middle of the park. Here is Madeira, but struck too far ahead of him. That will be a throw in, quickly taken. Quadramin will pick it up. Madake. Quadramin. Tightly monitored. This one goes out of play for a Timbare throw. And Benura has gone down, injured. Hopefully nothing serious. And these fans are looking worried because their star player has gone down. The throw is taken. Alec plays it backwards, now changed positions in the middle of the park. Mandinyenya giving away possession immediately. This one, Ngezi Platinum pressing and pressing. Here they come now with Mandinyenya, Timbare, Paga. Picked up by Mudadi. Mandinyenya playing it backwards to Magwaza. Will he keep the ball in play? Yes, he does, but it's a throw-in to him. Picked up by Alec. To Magwaza. Looking for Madeira. The throw will come, and I think the ref has spotted something that these fans haven't seen, because I didn't see them complaining. Free kick in a promising position. with what, 37, nearly 38 minutes. Gone as the kick comes through. Oh, that one goes away. Very close. Very close indeed.
Yeah. And it was a well-connected header. It only lacked the direction. He did roll towards goal. It would have been a 2-1 to it should have been 1 for Dynamos and 2 for Ngezi, but it was misdirected. Unfortunately, therefore, Dynamos and Ngezi survived.
Ngezi survives. They seem to have taken their foot off the pedal because Dynamos have looked very dangerous in the second 45 minutes, but the Ngezi defense must be commended for standing firm. Chiguida, Madake and Polite Moyo have looked very solid indeed. Here's Ngezi Platinum once again, and they're dominating the middle of the park there with this youngster, Ngwena, as we take a look at the free kick. Well taken by Freddie Alec. And the header there by Jinyai sails wide of goal. Ngezi Platinum will look back at that and actually agree that they were lucky. Chakona, tightly monitored, Kwadamin. And a free kick to Dimbare. Zakith Madera is brought down, and that will be a free kick to be taken by Donald Jinyai. Jinyai's kick into the box, picked up by Paga. He doesn't have the pace. Madera. Jinyai has found it. Trying to play it through. We've got possession, still Jinyai involved. Paga. And sometimes they're guilty of overplaying.
Yes.
Because there are times whereby you should try from afar. That one goes away, and that will be a goal kick.
Yeah, especially when you get around the edge of the box. You know, these are moments or zones where you can just try your luck, pick a shot, anything can happen. There could be a deflection, or you could actually find target straight on. But Dynamos overplaying in the final third.
Yes, indeed. And that's a goal kick to be taken by the goalkeeper, Nelson Chajga. Likely to keep a clean sheet this afternoon, with just about 5 minutes to go here at Baobab Stadium. Long clearance from the goalminder. Alec is beaten to it. And Demera is caught offside. That will be a free kick according to the far side assistant referee. He blows, raises his flag rather to say a free kick should be taken. This is Magwaza. Alec seems to be settling on the ball for too long. Donald Jinyai has been making some incursions. Yes, Kith Madera giving away possession. Jinyai. Makarati. Mandingenya playing it backwards.
Oh. yeah, it's difficult for Dynamos.
Very difficult time.
Yes, yeah.
Very difficult time indeed. It looks like there is a terrible lack of concentration, and in my view, I think they're not well motivated.
Yes,
they look lethargic. They look lazy in whatever they're doing. But Ngezi Platinum, when they've got possession, they're showing us exactly the opposite.
Yes.
Full of intent, and they're doing their job pretty well, and they deserve the 2-0 that they're enjoying here. As Donald Mudadi fights for possession, and a foul again on an opponent player, and that will be a free kick. And a yellow card on Donald Mudadi, who came on in the second half. Of course, he actually ignited movement in the middle of the park. Donald Mudadi, as Dynamos struggled in the first 45 minutes. They were overrun. This is the incident as he came up. In the end, I think he kicked the young player Ngwena, who joined Ngezi Platinum from Cranbourne Bullets. That would have been a fantastic find by Cranbourne Bullets. Offside once again, quickly taken. Magwaza plays the ball forward, looking for Chakona, but he can't keep the ball under control. Alec stands firm in the middle of the park. Here's a chance for Ngezi Platinum. Some lovely exchanges. Kadramin, yes. Demera was onside, but the ball has gone out of play. And Jinyai will play to his goalkeeper. As Mtuokuziwa continues to watch this match on his feet, and in the end, Paga brought down free kick to be taken. Joe Lupasha still full of voice, another one who wants to watch this match on his feet. Ngezi Platinum dealing with that threat very effectively. Here is Makarati once again clattering into an opponent. I thought it was his fault.
Yeah, he didn't have a clean control.
Exactly.
I mean, we have to be honest. The captain there for Dynamos exposed himself. He didn't have a very clean ball control, and then the ball rolled out of his control. And then, of course, the Ngezi player had every right to go and fight for that ball. And then, in the process, they tangled their legs. But, yeah, well, the referee gives the Dynamos captain the benefit of doubt, but he had a poor first touch.
Very poor first touch, and he must count himself very lucky. They tried to play the pass quickly, and just number 20 set to come off for Ngezi Platinum.
Mapoka.
Young Takunda Benura, and in comes Mapoka, wearing just number 25. Being given a run around.
Mapoka is one of the promising young stars that if given a chance and he keeps his feet on the ground, he can actually go far. He's one of the promising players for Ngezi, and he probably want to watch in the future if only can get more time and look more game time for himself.
Yes, indeed. Benura calls it a day, gets a big hug from his coach before taking his place on the bench. And here's Mapoka now. Cloud Mapoka on. This is Alec. This is Maka. This heck down. Ngezi Platinum are pressing.
And I think we are going to see 5 minutes additional time at the end of the second 45 minutes. Well, would Dynamos find a goal, a consolation goal? As it stands now, it seems Ngezi will run away 2-0 winners of this game.
Yes, Ngezi Platinum firmly in control, except for a few instances where Dimbare managed to find their way into the box, but they were not clinical. And, let's see if they will be able to do something. Alec picks up the ball here, looks one way, then the other, clips it through into the center, and the goalkeeper does well. Nelson Charge got called for the ball and catches it.
The same aerial balls that we spoke about earlier, Stan, so the same aerial balls that you fly it into the box through the central channel are not going to give you more results. Rather flight them maybe towards the corner flag, into the flanks, and then maybe a cross may come in thereafter, but not straight down the central channel.
Indeed. You cannot beat figures like Chikwida, Polite Moyo and company with such passes. They've proven that today, shutting out Dynamos, who have had one or two chances, especially with their now defensive midfielder, Fred Alec. Throw in, Mudadi will take it to Alec. An early cross inside the box, nobody home for Dimbare, but it's picked up here to the near side by Mudadi. I must say Mudadi's rival has been causing problems for Ngezi Platinum. Paga goes through. Mandinyenya, will he keep the ball in play? Oh, sliding tackle, that was vintage tackling from Ngezi Platinum. This one, Makarati under a lot of pressure, and it's taken away by Mapoka. And Alec plays it wide on the far side. As the game continues, Ziocha back to Magwaza. Ball played through Mandinyenya. Magwaza once again. Into the center, back to Alec. Jinyai. Now I don't see the armband on Makarati. I wonder what has happened to it.
Maybe under his sleeve.
Could possibly be under his sleeve. The ball goes out of play for a corner, and immediately a player has gone down out of your picture. Ngezi Platinum, you can see Benura there, down injured. He had to be substituted. Let's see if Ngezi Platinum will make a change, or they'll continue with the players that they have.
Yeah, well, the player down is actually indicating that he's very fine. Mukumba, he's saying, no, coach, don't worry, I can survive this and continue and see out the last few minutes of the game.
Yes, and well, Tekshua Chiragui goes ahead and requests a substitution. Mweha is set to come on. Elson Mweha. And the ball veered, of course, I think, and that will be a goal kick. But Chajga, I think, picked up an injury in the commotion. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, the ball must have veered, of course.
Yeah, this trajectory might have gone above, beyond the goal line.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to say Chajga is up and about and feeling fine, so he can continue with this match. He's leading by 2-0. Goal scored by Benura and Chamboko. And now Chakona turns in field. Weak pass cleared away again by Ngwena. Change comes in, Mweha comes in, and it's a Tikere who comes off.
The scorer of the first goal, for,
yes.
Or the second goal.
Second goal.
Yeah, it was the second goal for Ngezi.
Yeah. And Mweha joins the fray. I think it's a question of giving each other a run around. Ziocha plays it back to Magwaza, who finds Alec, who turns away from his marker. Dimbare coming through. The return pass looks good, but too many passes as always. And Alec takes it away. Magwaza. And finally, the ref ends the encounter here. 2-0 for Ngezi Platinum, beating Dynamos, who they will meet in the Chibuku Trophy final. It then becomes, a blockbuster of a match in prospect, because I can assure you, well, the Harare side will be looking for revenge, Joe.
Yeah, of course, Dynamos will be looking for revenge and possibly even redeem their season, because that's the only honor that they can collect this season. But at the same time, Ngezi will also want to stamp their authority and dominance over Dynamos, because since 2016, Dynamos have only beaten Ngezi 3 times, and 6 times they have Ngezi beaten them, and they've drawn 5. So certainly Ngezi dominating over Dynamos. So we hope maybe Dynamos will pick up something and beat them in the Chibuku Cup final, which is coming in 2 weeks' time.
Yes, indeed, but Ngezi Platinum will be no pushovers. They are a well-coached side, a well-knit outfit that plays as a team and makes life difficult for any opponent. And will soon be going down to the touchline. But yes, our friends who were watching from treetops are now going down. They're happy with what they've seen today as they make their way from those trees.
If it were a fruit tree, they would be watching football and enjoying some fruit in season.
Oh, yes. And finally, I can see Lloyd Chigove is standing next to Valentine Mabugu as we cross down to the touchline.
Coming through to us, and of course, defeat for Dynamos in this encounter. 2 goals they considered in the first half. And I've got the Dynamos coach, Lloyd Chigove. And of course, Lloyd, tough luck, tough game, but I'm sure good lessons to be drawn looking ahead to what we call this the dress rehearsal of the Chibuku Super Cup final.
Yeah, not very good on our part, but at least we got time to do our homework. Not very good first 45 minutes, gave away 2 soft goals, but we came back better in the second half. But obviously, a lot of work needs to be done before the final.
And of course, some said you were holding back your cards for the final against the team that you're going to face in the final in the Chibuku Super Cup. Was this the intent? Or maybe you're also trying to give French players a chance to show and prove to you that they deserve to be in the first 11 nonetheless?
I think it's a mix of both. Given that you don't throw your aces and you don't show your hand, especially when you are going to the major one. But of course, would have wanted to avoid defeat all the time.
Coach, tough luck, but good game nonetheless.
Thank you.
All right. There you have it. The Dynamos coach Lois Shikove defeated today. And yeah, indeed, as we suspected, holding his cards close to his chest, not throwing the dice as early as this game. But says that there are lessons that were learned. And of course, right now, we've got the Ngezi Platinum Stars coach, Mutregeza. Good game, first half, dominant. And of course, you kept it fit. Good omen for you, building up to the Chibuku Super Cup final as well.
Yeah, a race out to the cup final. But we had nothing much in mind about the cup final at the moment. This is a league game. What we just wanted was mark some points so that we take the third place. This is what we are fighting for, and also to finish the league on a high. Dynamos, it's a good side, a big team. But we should always try to do our best to win against such teams so that we remain competitive whenever we are playing as Ngezi. We try to dominate the big teams so that we build or improve as a team.
And of course, some will point to the fact that the way that you have ended the season, or you're going towards the season, you found a bit of fluidity. What could be the formula that you found this time around? Because it looks like the goals are coming in, the fluency in the team, the passing game, everything's just falling into good place this time around.
Yeah, you know, the understanding of the players is very important. You know, building a team takes time. And at the same time, you know, we brought in a lot of new players that needed time to gel with the other players that have been here. That on its own could have been the derailing of our progress. But now that they've been together for such a period, almost a year, the understanding is now beginning to show. And we are happy with how they are now doing in terms of getting goals and at the same time making combinations.
Coach, congratulations on your win, and we certainly wish you all the best going forward.
Thank you very much.
There you have it, the winning coach for Ngezi Platinum Stars defeating Dynamos by 2-0 this afternoon. An exciting encounter. Well dominated in the first half, getting the 2 goals. I certainly hope you did enjoy this live broadcast. On behalf of the crew behind the scenes, my name is Valentine Mabugo. Till next time, it's bye-bye and happy viewing on ZBC TV.